Hi, this is Lauren with the Regulusportal. I hope everyone's having a very interesting Mercury retrograde in Pisces. It's been interesting for me, I can tell you that. Lot going on, lot going on for me. I've been unable to really post anything because I'm like sorting through so much. I'm having this weird, well, I don't know. I'll get into that late in a bit. Let me first just touch on the astrology. Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. It went past the sun the last couple of days, so it's been extra intense, extra nebulous, extra deep, extra psychic, extra emotional with the moon in Cancer, so we're dealing with some emotional type of thing today, and moon's in Cancer is going to post Pluto in probably tomorrow for most of us. I'd say like around tomorrow morning. So it's going to be an intense weekend. Very, very intense weekend. A lot of emotional stuff coming up. A lot of karmic things coming up. Um, I probably will be getting into that a little bit in this video because there's definitely some crazy stuff going on social media right now. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but it's very interesting. It's like the veil's been lifted um, with certain people. There are certain people that have a significant social media presence, and I started to see through some things, even with people I follow. Um, in the spiritual realm. Not so much the ascension world, though there's some of that too, but it's it's been really happening in some other like other parts of the alternative YouTube community, alternative social media community. The veil's been lifted, and I started seeing cracks in some of the facades that people were showing, and it's been a train wreck for some people. And I that's why I try to be as authentic as I can, for various reasons. I'm it's kind of my nature. It's my nature. It's my spiritual. It's just the way I am. I feel better about myself if I can present um, myself as authentic as possible. I'm not perfect, uh, by any stretch, but I try to not have any, you know, or very little. I mean, there's always probably room to become more authentic. I don't know if you can be 100% authentic 100% of the time, but I try to be, or allow myself to be, as authentic as I can, and that's an evolving process in itself. So I'm by no means perfect in that area either. But there are people on social media that present themselves in the alternative community in a way that is really not who they are in real life. And yes, I've met a few in real life, and I can tell you some of their followers would be shocked. Some of these people have it was really, and I don't know, I feel a little funny even talking about this, to be honest, but it's coming out. It's been on my mind for the past week, and it's coming out. And I started to see cracks. And I know a few personally, and so it wasn't like, actually, they're not the ones that are even being it's some other people. But Yes, I've met people with quite an online persona that are not at all like how they are in real life. But that's not who I'm talking about in the right in these particular instances, though their time could be coming too. But anyway, people I did not have not met personally, I started to see some cracks in their presentation. I mean, I've always seen some, but I don't expect people to be perfect. I'm not perfect, like I've said. But I started to see some crumbling, and then everything just fell down. It was like the Tower tarot card, and it's opened my eyes. It's made me think about things. It's made me really, really wonder how deep the rabbit hole goes in the alternative community. Where the truth is, where the truth. That was one thing that started happening to me too, as I started. There was one person in particular I've been following for years, and I started looking, like sitting down and going into trance and looking at some of the things they were saying psychically. And I was not seeing, I wanted to believe a lot of what they were saying, but when I really sat down and looked at it psychically, I realized it was not, it's not just not what I was seeing psychically. And I'm getting to the point where I'm trusting my psychic abilities more and more over anything else. Even intuition, intuition can be sketchy as well. But if you can look through at things through your sixth chakra, your third eye, it opens up a whole other world, and you can see you just can see things a lot clearer. So I basically I've been going down that rabbit hole of my own psychic abilities, looking at things, the ascension symptom world, and I'm still looking at that one, because I'm just tired of getting thrown around by ascension symptoms. And then I found, I came to the realization that a lot of my ascension symptoms were actual psychic attack. So what's an ascension symptom and what's psychic attack? Or sometimes do they overlap? Can you be having some sort of ascension symptom that's in a way a psychic attack? I don't know, but there's a lot I'm looking at during this Mercury retrograde. And I'm looking at where I want to go from now on, because the ascension thing has gotten old for me. I'm still probably going to do some update videos here and there on the ascension, the energies, because I do think we are getting hit with stuff. We're definitely getting hit with stuff. I'm not saying we're not, but I'm saying that can be a form of spiritual bypassing in itself. So I'm trying to figure out all of that. I'm sorting through a lot. This Pisces period we're going through it's been really, really interesting for me. And my psychic abilities have been really good. I've seen things that I didn't want to see. I've seen things unfold that, and then seen them unfold before they unfolded, type of thing. Started to see things in a way. It's just been, and I'm looking at how to present that to the world as my art form, in a way, my craft. And I've been experimenting with different manifestational techniques, using some traditional spell work techniques, and doing some traditional protection, along with the psychic work, along with the psychic energy protection. that's what I've been doing, and it's been, it's been intense. I'll probably do some. I started doing pick a card readings because it's a good break, and I've been trying to keep those. Um, I don't want to get lost in that either. I don't want to turn that into a drug, for a spiritual bypassing. I'm trying to do, keep that in alignment, even though, they're fun, but, you can get lost in that world too. And it can become a form of another form of spiritual bypassing, and I might just do a whole other video about spiritual bypassing because I've been looking at that a lot, a lot, as you can probably tell. So I think that's probably enough. That kind of covers what I've been doing. I'm going to do a quick energy check on the energy, move out. There's a lot of murky stuff coming up. Wow, a lot of black energy just bubbling up from the planet. So I'm going to move that out of the group space. Okay, bring in the gold energy. Wow, there's just black energy bubbling up from the earth. The actual earth is purging. Okay. I'm seeing some sort of spacecraft. What is that about? I think that's in somebody's. I think that's in somebody's artwork. That someone who's watching has some artwork or has written about something in regards to. It kind of does look like something out of Star Wars or something. It's in somebody's. Whoops! It's in somebody's space. Oh no, my phone setup is collapsing here. So that's in somebody's space actually. I'm gonna move that out. Okay, we have red energy. These red energy balls that are kind of coming down into the planet. And they're igniting. They're energizing. They're igniting ley lines, certain energy points on the planet Earth. It's giving me some energy. Actually, I'm getting energized watching that, seeing that. And there's a lot of truth coming up. A lot of truth. There's a huge purge, and just, it's like I said before, it feels like this veil has just been lifted, even things I thought were okay, I'm looking at as not being okay. I don't know. It's a difficult thing to describe. It's like another layer of bullshit has been stripped away. And now I'm trying to catch up with it. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it and how to be in the new truth energy and be more authentic and be one with the truth energy. Because it's like we all are we live in an age of deception, you know. Okay. So I think that's it for today. I hope everyone is having, actually, there's one more thing that I wanted to cover, and I also feel like we're getting ready to learn more about how to manifest. I know I've said this before, and but it's kind of true though. I mean, I said we were getting ready to learn about manifesting in the new energy, and that's what I've been doing. I think we're going to continue with that process. I guess that's what I'm saying. That we're going to continue with that process, and there'll be more layers revealed. Okay, everyone. I'll probably be back soon, who knows. I want to be back soon. Put it that way. And I hope everyone has a fabulous day. And bye for now.